Well, hello there, YouTube.
Okay, so we have these big bag of these tire studs, and I decide, what the hell? Let's throw a strip of these things, and those XLs came with dual sport tires, Bridgestones, whatever they were. So I go through and I kind of scarcely put them in, in an order, but I didn't put that many in. And you gotta understand, you couldn't even walk on this hardly. So we do it in the shop. I have it there. We're at the shop. It was the Honda and Yamaha shop. Open up the garage door. I go bombing out. Well, I have traction, but the thing spun around a little too much. Wasn't quite the traction I was looking for. I was hoping to have a little bit more. I mean, it was very rideable. Don't get me wrong. So, but it's quite squirrely, and I thought, shit, I gotta go see my girlfriend, who's now my wife, and stuff. So I'm gonna need, these gloves get really hot when I took them off. I mean, like hotter than hell when I put them on. But shit, I moved 5 feet down the road and they're not hot anymore. I mean, it's way better than not heated, but I'm kind of surprised that they don't retain that shocking heat that when I just put them back on. Anyway, come back. I don't put just a few extra in. We end up using the whole damn bag. We filled front and rear tire with these things. I mean, it looked like the bottom of some goddamn golf shoes, We cleaned this bad boy up. Why, again, we open the garage door, go flying out. It don't slip at all. I mean, this thing's like, rah, rah. I'm out there wheeling, doing stoppies. It was the craziest shit. I mean, this thing just didn't slip. It just made the craziest noise going across that ice. It was awesome. Just nuts. Needless to say, the park's closed today. Whenever it's cold or whatever, I don't know. They're afraid the restroom facilities, why don't you just lock them, let people in, for the love of God. Not that somebody's there at all, so people at home sit in front of their fire. I don't know why. It's beautiful sunshine out here. I'm quite comfortable, to be honest with you. And I'm noticing a lot of these mud puddles and stuff aren't frozen, but the ground around here retains heat. It's got to be a deep freeze for quite a while, which we really need, because last year we didn't get one. The bugs were crazy. So I think what I want to do here, let's take a little extra tour on the way home. God, I hate being bundled up. Just, you lose that flexibility. I hate that. But overstudded these tires by a long way. Way overdone it. And so that was it. Kid, he squirtles out. That was not wet anymore. Yeah, so it's still gonna be pretty cool out here. Woo! That makes your butt fucker, doesn't it? They go whoosh. But so the young kid, he was just a young parts guy that was a helper there. Actually, he had a full-time job there. He wasn't a helper. I think I was a parts manager. He was, I guess you could call him assistant parts manager. Young guy, friendly kid, worked hard. Whatever happened to that kid. But anyway, he's not a kid now, I can tell you that. But so anyway, I take off, and I'm driving around through town. This is my first test. I go out and hit the highway. We had this huge parking lot behind our building, so that's where I was doing all my testing. Yeah, see, that's all frozen. And so I go bombing down the street there, and it's just like, ride, boom, and I'm like back and forth, and I'm like, what the hell? I blew it. I went too crazy and overstudded this thing. I want to take that. I am really taking you guys to the farm field area of Toledo today. Not much twisties. A lot of farmland. Wow, look at that. Goddamn Fred G. Sanford's house right there. Thought old Red Fox done passed away a long time ago. Guess Fred G. didn't. But, so I take off through town, and everybody's just, you can see these cars, they're coming up the lights, and they're just like crawling. They're touching the brakes. Everywhere, a sheet of ice. White, solid white, because it was the sleet that had got a melty sheen on the top of it and then froze back down again. So there's this, I'll never forget it, it looked like a late 70s Chevelle, or not Chevelle, but Monte Carlo, and it's creeping. What's this, dead end? I don't think I've ever gone down that road though. Could be something cool to see. But so I can see this old Monte Carlo. It's like gosh, sliding across, and I come flying up beside it, and do a stoppie. As soon as the back will hit the ground, and ran across the intersection. Oh my God. I laughed so hard, not because of what I done. I was like drunk laughing. I'm just thinking, what the hell? And to this day, what the hell that person in that car had to think when this goofy kid comes flying up beside him on a red motorcycle, does a stoppie, and burns off from a wheelie. Man, that just had to that's probably a story that will get passed on to whoever. I don't know if it was a guy, gal, young person, old person, I have no idea. I imagine it was probably an older person. He might not even be with us anymore. Wow, they really fixed that house up. That thing was a dump. Wow, that's nice to see. This person is absolutely convinced there's ice out here or something. Or they're looking for something. Dog hanging out the window. Jesus, not afraid of the ice. The road's dry for the most part. It's just some shady areas you gotta watch. Frost is still sitting on the ground where a creek runs across. But anyway, I went bombing all over Hell's Half Acre. That was a ton of fun. There's nothing scary about that one. Dead opossum. I rode through here on the iron with the foot peg camera on there, and them old tractors coming through here. That old truck there looks like a truck the guy I know he used to have. Said he'd never sell it. He did, but that's not it. It just looks like it. So anyway, I've got so many snow and ice stories. Oh, I can't pack these things into a video. No, I only really told you 2 stories, and those aren't even interesting. See how the old creek is doing today. See if she's got it. Well, these things won't freeze. Actually, if it gets cold enough, long enough, they will freeze. They'll get a frozen layer on them. Just gotta stay cold for a good while, which we had that here not too long ago. Several froze like hell first, and then snowed a few feet. Crazy days. There's that cool bridge that is slicker than snot. Up there, is that another bridge? What's somebody's house down there? You know, I didn't even notice that. What was that? Look at that. I'm glad I didn't come. I was actually going to come up and down this way. Woo! That is rolled up. That would have been fun. Oh, man. inviting, wasn't it? What a knucklehead. When your bike sits, how much fuel? Of course, you got California lot. Oh, why is there so much gravel right there? Oh shit, graveling for the ice. But you guys notice how much fuel evaporates out of your tank when it just sits there? It's crazy as shit. So I had like 34 miles on it, and I didn't get my normal. It showed my gas mileage at 40 miles to the gallon. So it's 70 miles total on that tank, which is it's risking it pretty good, but it's all right. You guys see the green moss on the road? I keep wanting to point that out. You know, just stop when I get over another path. You guys live in an area where the moss grows on the road and rains a goddamn much? Isn't that some crazy shit? Patch right here, you guys. But yeah, did I say icy? Gravelly is what I meant. Thinking about riding in the snow and ice. I got a good one. Let's throw this one in here right quick. And that had to be somewhere in 79. It was before, it had to be the winter of 79. It was before the mountain acted up, and you know, they finally freaked out, you know, put up a red zone and all that shit. You could still drive up to the mountain. Actually, that all happened pretty quick, come to think of it. Wasn't it like March or April? I mean, this thing went from like, holy shit, the mountain's doing something, to bang, it blew off May 18th. Anyway, it was before all the fiasco of the mountain. On that XL 250S, a high school buddy of mine and I, we decide we're going to drive up to Mount St. Helens. Because my dad just bought her a new Cadillac, and it was, I don't know, few months, whatever, prior to that, we drove up to Mount St. Helens, and you could go up to the mountain or go down to Harry Truman's lodge there. Anyway, we went up to the mountain. There was this kind of a turnaround. I don't think there was any ski run. I don't think there's any ski runs on Mount St. Helens. But anyway, it was right at the foot of where it blew off. I mean, literally right at the foot. And anyway, we got out and we're playing on the mountain and whatever. But anyway, so I thought that was a lot of fun. Like, you know, go check that thing out again. So our friend and I decided we're going to take that old XL 250. We're going to ride up to Mount St. Helens. Well, it's crazy cold, and it'd been snowing, but the roads were clear. And we stopped at this little place to get gas, and they go, oh, you know, it's pretty icy and snowy up there. You know, you boys want to be careful. They go, you really gonna ride that motorcycle up there? And he goes, oh, hell, why not? You know, I think the route was actually shorter before, because it kind of just shut right up the North Fork of the Toledo River. Well, I think you had to cross bridges and stuff in places, but I don't know. It seems like you can get up there really quick, and you still can for the most part, but you can ride way up on the side of the hill and stuff. Oh, your truck way the hell out there, boy. Get that shit stuck. Looks like you might be stuck. But so we get up, I don't know how far we made it, but it started getting dark. There are a couple of deep paths, you know. So it starts getting dark, and It's almost like that ice storm, you know, in '84 that we had in Longview. It was just so packed. It was like this solid white. It was like the snow had kind of melted and froze. Just this white packed sheet of ice. You're just packed snow, you know. Man, it was getting so slippery. And I mean, it's a few places, you know, I got pretty steep, and we were just getting so cold. And, you know, you just start getting numb. And you start getting sloppy, you know, because you're so cold. You can't really feel, you know, your reactions. You don't respond real. Oh, this could be icy. You don't respond real fast. Anyway, you know, he was a good rider, pillion, and passenger, I guess I should say, pillion. And so he, you know, he went with the flow. But man, I went down. Then we get back up, and we go a little further, and you know, get caught in a little rut. Bam, down I go again. And it's not the third time we went down. We're just kind of laying there in the middle of the road. Hadn't passed a car or truck in miles, you know. Nobody in their right freaking mind would be up here, you know. And so we're kind of laying there in the ice and tired, picking the bike up, and you know, trying to struggle with your feet dragging on the ground, trying to keep everything together. You know, to us at that age, you know, that XL250, that guy cut his lawn. But at that age, you know, 250 horsepower, that was a lot of bike to pick up, you know. So we decided to head down, and luckily, I don't know how, you know, going downhill, sliding like a bitch. We made it all the way back without falling again. But we stopped at Drew's Market there in Toledo, Washington. Oh, that's what I need, is to climb the hill. Oh, I thought I seen some icy sparkles there. Looked like it could be slick. Looks that slight damp, you know, you get that goddamn black ice thing, you know, where you think you're fine and all of a sudden, whoa! But we get there, and we're just so frozen. I don't know, we probably needed gas too. But we stopped at this little store in Toledo, Washington, and go in there. I mean, I wasn't drinking coffee or anything like that in those days, but the gal gave us some free coffee. We walk around, you know, those old cups they used to have, you know, we're sort of holding those things, and my friend starts laughing. Both of us, you know, it's, you know, late 70s, you know, you had to have a mustache. I mean, at that age, when you can grow a mustache, man, you're cool as shit, you know. So my old stash was all frozen. The snot that had run down my face, you know, I looked like old man Winter just walked through the door. Oh, I just remember being so cold. We stayed in there for quite a while, warmed up. Hell, I think they gave us some corn dogs and some JoJo's, and I don't think we had any money or anything. I think they felt so sorry for us, you know. We were all tattered, with layers of shit on, trying to stay warm, and it got wet from, which is very dangerous, by the way, but we got wet from sweating in the clothes, you know, wrestling the bike around way up on the hill there. Pretty crazy. That was probably one of the dumbest ice rides I ever went on. Or innocent stupidity. Never really experienced that type of thing, you know, that far away, going up those kind of hills, and that kind of sheet of ice, you know, it was almost like you couldn't stand on it. Why am I going this fast on this road? It beats the hell out of me. That's that valley. We flew with that plane right along the river, snakes along on the inside of that tree line, and that's where we, the hell is that? Am I seeing a UFO? What am I seeing there? No, the camera's not going to see it. It's got to be just a little plane. Yeah, it's turning. It's just a little plane. Yeah, nothing. Just looked like it kind of flipped around real quick up there. Huh. I wouldn't even bother pointing it out because I can barely see it with my eyes, and I know the camera's not going to see it. So, I'm now pumped the hell to the other side of where I live. I said I wasn't ready to go home. I wasn't kidding. Shit. I put another 20 plus minute video. Well, anywho. Hey, there's somebody over in our area burning something. It's like fog. Oh shit, I thought I was on the highway. Well, mama. Wow. Don't ever get that easily distracted. But actually I wasn't distracted. I just tricked myself there thinking I was here. Well, this is, you know, State Route 505. You know, cars come up and down this thing. I thought I was on it. I was about to, you know, I'd go right across, but what are you going to meet halfway across the road? Woo! Anyway. Look how hazy it is out here. It's like all the people burning brush and whatnot. So anyway, thanks for hanging around and listening to my crazy shit. I didn't get any, not even a fraction of my ice rides and snow rides out. I'll make a little list here. I think I'll post it on the gas tank there. Have a list of stories to do. Shit, I recorded long enough. I should have been able to tell my whole freaking life story. But that's how it goes. Anyway, I'm riding into the sunset. You're not gonna see nothing. Appreciate you guys hanging around.